the first to know in SMPTV.
And NPP amanyokuo no ejebo eja enya babedu a me no kasa ye abatwo no ahyase a eno ekoso ni nyina eye MPs a won ete akonwa so ewo NPP amanyokuo ni na so far said ye ne ayenim your constituencies bi wo ho a ye ne ankasa ye nim se emu ebeye den de ama MPs no a na won etimi ete so dada no ebi eye dome kwabenya a ne nyina maame Sarah Adwoasafo a emre bi a etwam ono kokopie mu ewo US NPP amanyonkuo ne mpanifo chief of staff no ne ade nyina frɛ no nanso anye yete se ono de eba nti ukopie mu ho a ekame ya se ehɔ de enhyeda enye yije sa na yekɔ na yensɛmtwerɛni a ɔhɔ ye ne no akɔ nkomo afa dome kwabenya so far me no kasa ide ekame ya se delegate no ameki omo mind se Adwoasafo kɔ ne de obekɔ na yenkɔtie na ohwɛ Adwoasafo dimi na ne nsɛmtwerɛfo kora bopin na one person on ne twetwe nkomo a ɔse ɔno de ɔnyɛ na adwen se obetwetwe nkomo but Mike Okwe Junior ohwɛ de wa nanim ayɛ sede ene de wa Adwoasafo na nkasa mu hwɛ nanim a otimi se nneoma nkoyi na delegate ne nso nkasa ekasa yenkɔtie delegate wi a na yakɔ akotie Mike Okwe Junior nso nsɛm ɔde tuja
here in Accra. Some female delegates are strongly kicking against the candidature of the incumbent MP Sarah Adwoasafo, insisting she has neglected the constituency and must not be given the nod again. They are, however, throwing their support behind Michael Okwe Jr. By the way, he is the son of the former Speaker of Parliament.
For the past 12 years, honorable Sarah Adwoasafo
My colleague Samuel Mbura is in that constituency. He joins us. Mbura, tell me, have you cited both aspirants, Adwoasafo and Mike Okwe Jr.? I'm not talking about Sheila because I know the contest is between these two.
Well, as of now, it is uncertain how the outcome will be, Aisha. Being on the grounds, it is not quite certain from what the delegates are telling us and per their behavior here. So right now, you can't pontificate that this aspirant is more likely to win. So it is quite an uncertain situation. But what I can say is that all three aspirants are here. The first to have come here was Sheila Opon-Sechi. She was the first person. When I arrived here at about 6:40 to 7 o'clock, she was already seated here with her team, engaging the delegates, exchanging pleasantries with them. The second to arrive was Madam Sarah Adwoa-Safo, the incumbent MP. She also arrived with her team and then gave the delegates some breakfast. That was rice porridge with bread, and had some brief conversation with her team as well. But I must say the welcome from the delegates was not that encouraging. Someone would have expected that at least as an incumbent or a sitting MP should have had a rousing welcome from the delegates. But from the demeanor of the delegates, they were somehow withdrawn in their actions, whilst she rather tried to engage them and all that. And the last person to arrive at the venue here was Michael Kwe Jr., who is contesting this election for the third time. He lost about 8 votes to Sarah Adwoa-Safo in the last elections. And right now he's optimistic that he's going to win the election, because the last time the campaign propaganda that was used against him was that he was in India. We know he was the Ghana ambassador to India. So the propaganda used against him was that he wasn't in the country, and because of that he is not in touch with the people. So for that matter, they shouldn't vote for him. But now he says that he's back in Accra, he's back in Ghana, working as the CEO of the Free Zones Authority, and for that matter, she has been able to go back to the drawing board and then correct the wrongs. We can listen to that interview that he granted me, responding to the causes of his loss in the previous election and other matters so far as this election is concerned.
All right, we'll try and get that and play that interview. But again, have you spoken with Adwoa-Safo? Hello, Mbura.
Well, when Sarah Adwoa-Safo arrived, I made several attempts to talk to her. Yeah, can you hear me, Aisha? Aisha, can you hear me?
Mbura, go on. You're on air. We can hear you.
Well, right. So when Sarah Adwoa-Safo arrived, I actually made the first attempt and then followed her several times to hear from her, at least a word to our viewers and the delegates, but she declined to talk to us. She initially promised that after casting her ballot, she would talk to us, but after casting the ballot, she had a brief conversation with her team, and since then, she had not even made that attempt to talk to the media. But if you look at her body demeanor and posturing so far, you could feel that she's somehow not settled yet. You could see that she's somehow agitated within her. There's some level of tension within her because the atmosphere here is quite uncertain. You can see the delegates sitting there quietly, waiting for their turn to go and cast their ballot. But we don't know who they are going to vote for. And no one can claim at the moment, the three aspirants, that, okay, maybe it is going in my favor or it is going against this particular person. So far, about 1,000 of them, I'm told, have cast their ballots. If you recall the previous election, there were a little over 900, but the number has increased double as a result of the creation of new polling stations in Domi Kobia, which has actually shot the number to that level. So for now, Sarah Adwoa-Safo wouldn't talk to us on record. Madam Sheila Opon-Sechi wouldn't also talk to us patiently to witness the entire election process. Perhaps when the elections are declared, that is where they'll be talking to the media.
We are also picking information of some sharing of money, with the list being 5,000. Have you also picked up something on this?
Well, for the moment, I have not had any information or any intelligence to that effect. I actually did my background checks here. I spoke to some of the delegates. I also did some behind the doors checking. And then what I can tell you is that I've not laid hands on any evidence of that nature. But in your short, that is Michael Aaron Okwe Jr., the fierce contender to Adwoa Safo, engaging the delegates. Honorable, just briefly on Joy News, would you want to share a word with us on Joy News? Honorable, what would you have to tell us? Your life on the telecast? What do you have to say so far as this election is concerned?
To my delegates.
No, but at least talk to your outside viewers and the party supporters watching us on Joy News. How are the prospects like for you in this election?
I don't know. Ask the delegates, madam. How are the prospects like in this?
I'll talk to the delegates.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. That's what the delegate is saying. But you have done your own work. What do you have to say? She's only a single person.
They are voting. Ask them.
But that's a single delegate.
Are
you optimistic of winning? I've spoken to them already, but I want to hear from you.
So ask them. Ask the delegates.
You are a delegate.
Yes.
You are here to vote for him.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's the best person?
He is the best candidate for the job. Yeah.
What makes you think he's the best person?
I know him. He's the grassroots man.
He's a grassroots.
Yep.
Okay, let me just talk to other people.
Yes.
Let me hear from you, sir. Do you agree with her assertion?
Yeah, they already
Do you agree with her assertion that he should be the candidate to lead the party?
Yes.
What makes you think so?
Oh, she's good. That he will get everything. So he's a good man.
There's a few of the delegates endorsing the candidature, but there's another tent over there. I wish you could have the opportunity to go there. But let me just take the final word from you. Your people are watching you on the Joy News channel. We know we are live and colored everywhere. What is the message from Michael Okwe Jr. so far as this election is concerned? You are going in for the third time, right?
Yes, my message is that the elections are going well. People are voting. Last time they had the
we are listening. I
just want to make sure they don't.
This stampede. We can make progress.
We're okay. We're okay.
Everybody are okay. Your people are watching you. What do you have to tell
them? Last time delegates were here. The delegates were in the sun. They were suffering. So this time, I personally provided canopies and chairs for the delegates so that they can sit down and be away from the sun. So I was making a very funny side joke that my colleague candidates who did not provide the canopies and the chairs, they can shake them in the sun, but they shouldn't come and shake them with the seats and the canopy. But that's just, by the way, just a joke.
So what is your message to Ghanaians then? So far as this election is concerned, the last time you lost by 8 votes to Sarah Adwoa Safo. What is the trick that will work for you this time around?
Oh, you asked me this question in the morning. I've forgotten. And I answered you that then I was in India and she was in Ghana. Now I'm in Ghana and she was in America. So we'll see what happens.
What is your projection, your win projection?
Well, my projection is the count. So when they count, I'll know the projection at that time.
Is Adwoa Safo giving you headache?
Oh, I mean, I don't have a headache, so I don't know who can give me a headache. I don't have any headache at all.
Do you think she's competent? She has done well for the people of Dom Kobia?
You know that Adwoa is my sister in the party. I can't say anything bad about her outside. But when I meet my delegates at home, you don't wash your dirty linen in public. So whatever the issue is with Adwoa, I'll say it to the delegates and it stays there.
The last time we had that interview, you told me that there's some level of anger and anguish within the party, and the delegates will speak for it today.
Yes.
Taking into consideration that at a point she absconded her parliamentary duties, and your people were not happy, the minority had to shield her and all that. You think that is going to manifest today?
I cannot comment on those details. As I said, those are general statements, no details to come from me.
So you are optimistic of a win?
Well, I pray to God that I find favor with the delegates. I've served them. I've been there for them all this time. When even the MP wasn't there, I was the one doing everything with them. So I pray that when they get to the booth, they also have favor with me
and also vote for me to lead them so they can see what I can do for the constituency.
When I came, I heard them mentioning a particular name. That indicates that you are more than less a grassroots man. And even your manifesto that you have provided, you say you are the grassroots man. Why? How is it the case that you are the homeboy in Domi Kobia?
Well, I've been living in Domi Kobia since 1981. So, I mean, I've been playing football in Hacho. I was a number 6. I was known to play Buga a lot. You know, so I've lived with the people. So they know me and they know who I am. I'm real. If I'm upset, I'm upset. If I'm happy, I'm happy. If there is a mistake, after all, even your own child can make a mistake and you forgive them if you love them. So we work together and we see what happens in future.
All right, but have you had intelligence that perhaps your contenders are trying to induce these delegates to vote against you?
No, I mean, is there something going on like that? Because I want to go and report them. Is anything like that going on?
I'm asking for maybe your team is gathering some intelligence.
No, nothing like that.
You are not also doing same?
Everything is free and fair.
You're not giving transport?
No.
You're not giving breakfast or lunch?
No, I'm giving them tents and chairs.
No lunch?
No lunch, no transport. Maybe because the election is changing at 2. So if by the grace of God I win, I invite all the delegates to come to my house for super lunch.
Super lunch?
Yes.
That's the expectation?
Yes, super lunch and bubra.
Bubra?
Yes.
Are your contenders also doing same, maybe giving some lunch or something?
I've not got that intelligence.
You don't know about that?
Yes.
I see.
But even me, when I lost last time, I gave them fufu and bubra. So imagine if I win. I always want to take care of the delegates because at the end of the day, they are the people who make the party tick. So whether they vote for me or not, I'll still love them. I just pray that love too, one day they'll show it back to me.
I'm hearing a slogan like no mistake. What does that mean?
Oh, the delegates are saying they made a mistake 4 years ago. But this time, no mistake.
No mistake.
Yes.
The mistake is Adwoa Safo.
Oh, well, they said 4 years ago there was a mistake. So you put 2 and 2 together.
All right, Honorable, I wish you all the best. That's Michael Okwe Jr. there. He is a former ambassador to India and currently the CEO of Ghana Free Zones Authority talking to us now. But right behind me, Aisha, before you get in there, you have to go through some thorough scanning. They have to ensure that you don't send any foreign material into the voting area, and that's what the police officers there are currently doing. So they take 10 people at a go, screen them, let you get to the second parameter of it, then you leave your phone there and then go to cast your ballot. Like I said, the atmosphere here has been calm. There's high level of uncertainty as to who is likely to win the election. We know anything can happen. But one interesting thing or information I picked was that, in the previous election, we know Kennedy Japan was here to support the incumbent MP. But this time around, he isn't here. So people feel that that disconnect maybe will affect her fortune. So that is what I can report for now as we are waiting for the official close of polls at 2 p.m. It just left with barely 40 minutes for the polls to close per the communication given by the party. So if you don't have further questions, I'll hand it over back to you, Aisha, and the team in the studio from the Domi Kobia Atomic Park in the constituency.
Actually, it's 44 minutes to ending the elections. That's Samuel Mbora from the Dom Kwabenya constituency. Asabi, you know what baffles me?
For sure.
Adwoa Safo, after all said and done, the NPP actually wanted her out, okay? And then you had the opportunity. She came to face the vetting committee, and you still let her go? You had a fine opportunity to dismiss her.
I don't buy the idea that we wanted her out.